Hey there, welcome to Violet's DIY Style. I'm Violet. If this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Also, click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new tutorial. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and share with friends and family. So today I'm going to share with you how I made these two completely different style Halloween wreath ideas. The first one we're going to be making is the velvet glam style wreath. And what I did was I grabbed one of these wire pumpkin frames from Dollar Tree, as well as some velvet ribbon. I was super excited when I found this velvet ribbon. They had quite a few different colors, from this orange, of course, black, purple, and this really pretty dark turquoise color. And I actually picked up a few of each color because I know I'm going to be using them for different projects, not just for fall, but also for Christmas. So if you see them in your store, pick them up, because I'm sure it's one of those items that once it's gone, it's gone. So I did pick up 3 rolls of this ribbon in the color orange for this project. So as you can see, all I did was grab my ribbon and just add a little bit of glue on each one of the little wires from my frame, just to make sure that it stayed nice and smooth and it was pulled pretty tightly around my frame. Then once you're done adding all your ribbon around your frame, you're just going to go ahead and cut any of the excess, and then just continue wrapping your ribbon around your frame until you're completely done. Really easy. It wasn't hard at all. I would recommend you pick up 4 rolls of the ribbon for this size of frame, simply because I did have to pull tightly and kind of work with them in order for me to have enough of the orange ribbon to fit around my pumpkin. So if I would have picked up 4, I think it would have been a little bit easier, but you can still do it with 3, just depending on how much time or how much you want to mess with the ribbon and make sure that it fits perfectly around your frame. So what I did, as you can see, is at the bottom, I just glued the ribbon all around right at the edge of the frame. And then again, I just grabbed my hot glue gun and just added little dots just to make sure that my ribbon was pulled nice and tight. And I used and tried to cover as much as possible with each piece of ribbon that I had. So just continue doing that again until it's completely covered. You know, you can even use different color ribbons. This velvet was really, really pretty. It really, you can't see it as much as you will see it in person, but it's a really pretty bright color orange. And like I said, the other colors, you can even change this around and do like an orange and black pumpkin. There's so many different options, but I just wanted to stick with more of the traditional, but I wanted it to be more glam style. So I didn't think or want to have so much going on with the colors of the ribbon, just because I wanted to add more bling and glitter onto my pumpkin once it was done, as you know, little accents that I was going to add to them. But of course you could and make it with different color ribbons as well. How many of you guys have started decorating for Halloween and the fall season? I haven't started decorating, but I have started doing my DIYs. And what I typically do is just have a storage bin that I have right beside me where I do my arts and crafts. And every craft that I do, depending on the season, I just kind of stick it in that box until I'm ready to start decorating my entire house. So this will go into the box until I'm ready to start decorating, maybe sometime next month. But I was just curious, when do you guys start decorating for any holiday? Do you decorate a month or 2 months in advance, or are you the one that decorates maybe a few days before that holiday season? Because I know some people do that as well. So once you're done covering up your entire pumpkin with your velvet ribbon, what you're going to do is grab any kind of leaf and any other kind of ribbon that you may have on hand that you want to cover your stem. So I had this brown ribbon, so all I did was decide to go ahead and cover and keep it more basic and cover the stem with my brown ribbon. I also picked up these really pretty gold leaves that you could get at Dollar Tree. I thought those were really pretty. That's what inspired me to make this pumpkin into a glam style, because I wanted to use these leaves. So once you're done gluing the ribbon onto your stem, just flip it over and then just start having fun decorating it any way you like. So again, what I did was just grab my fall leaves and just remove that little clip in the back, and I just decided to go ahead and glue them directly onto my pumpkin wire. And I just set them wherever I wanted to, and I kind of bent them and moved them around just to make them more 3D style. And again, just remove the clip and glue them onto one side of my pumpkin. And keeping with that glam theme, what I had was some of this glitter green ribbon and also some of this brown ribbon as well. And what I'm going to do is just grab a little bit of this ribbon and just make a really simple bow with these two different style ribbons. So just go ahead and make a simple bow, and then with the other brown ribbon, I just simply added it and twisted it around to complete my bow. Figure out where you want to place it on your pumpkin, because you don't necessarily have to place it right on the top part. You can put it anywhere you want. That's the fun part of making your own home decor. You make it your style. So what I did was, of course, just kind of fix it up and adjust everything, added some hot glue, and then just placed it right beside my gold leaves. And I thought it needed something just a little extra and a little fun. So what I did was I have some of these brooches from Totally Dazzle, and went ahead and picked out 2 bees to place on my pumpkin. Now, if you're interested in these brooches, I'm going to have the link for Totally Dazzle down below in the description box if you're interested in picking up or just looking at their website. They have some adorable brooches and all kinds of bling that you can use for any kind of arts and crafts. So the second DIY is we're going to make another wreath, but this one's more of a boho modern style wreath. So what I did was I grabbed one of these twig wreaths from Dollar Tree and just pulled apart, kind of cut a few of the twigs and removed them from the bigger wreath just to make a smaller one. Now, once I was done doing this, a friend of mine suggested that I should have soaked this wreath in water before I pulled everything apart. That way they wouldn't have broken as much. But at the end, once I was completely done, I really didn't mind the broken pieces. It just gave it more character. But if you want to keep them completely round, and just go ahead and soak the wreath for a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I would say, in some hot water, just to soften everything up before you break it and cut apart to make another smaller wreath. But again, it really didn't bother me that I cut and just use the broken pieces from this wreath as well. So it just depends on how you want to do it. So what I did was just grab a few of them, twisted them together, and then the pieces that were cut in half, I just wrapped them individually around my wreath. And I wasn't worried about this, because what I was going to do and what I did do was grab some ribbon, and I just grabbed this jute twine and tied a knot and wrapped it loosely around my wreath, just to make sure everything stayed in place. Wrapping your ribbon. So once you're done tying the ribbon or rope around your wreath, just go ahead and make sure you add a loop right at the top part. That way you can hang it up wherever you like. And then you could spray paint this or leave it as is. I went ahead and decided to spray paint mine with some Rust-Oleum brown color, just to make it more of the look that I was going for. And then once it's all completely dry, just go ahead and bring it on in. And then you can complete it by adding any kind of decor that you like. Again, I wanted this to be more of a boho modern style. So what I did was grab 2 of these black feathers. Now I picked these up at Michael's, I believe, but you can pick them up anywhere. They usually have them everywhere. Now I haven't seen them at Dollar Tree in the black color, but I have seen them in different colors, including even white. So if you're interested in those, you can pick them up at Dollar Tree as well. So what I did was just add a little bit of glue to my feathers, just to make sure that they stayed the way I wanted them to form a V. And just to add a little bit of color and to finish off my wreath, I went ahead and got some of this dry lavender and just made a little bouquet to put right on top of my feathers. Once I was happy with the size, I just trimmed off the excess. And then what I did with those little pieces of twigs was just kind of place them underneath and behind my lavender, just to make it more thicker and just to give it more of that look that I was going for. So then I just grabbed my jute twine and wrapped it around my lavender a few times, and then it wrapped everything together with the feathers as well. This was such an easy project. I mean, I want to say it took longer for me to wait for the spray paint to dry than to complete the entire project itself. This is something that you can do within 30 minutes, just depending on if you're going to spray paint your wreath or not. So just go ahead and wrap your decor all together with your jute twine, and then just go ahead and attach it the same way by wrapping it around your wreath wherever you like. I just decided to go ahead and place it right on the side. And then once you're done wrapping it around wherever you feel comfortable, just go ahead and tie a knot, and there you have it, a boho modern style Halloween decor wreath. So let me know which one's your favorite down below. Until next time, you guys stay blessed. Bye.